Welcome back to The Reset. I am Shaun Tucker, human performance scientist and authority architect. We are here in the living lab documenting the science, the struggle, and the shift for every high-performance dad and founder who is ready to bridge the gap between their ambition and their presence. You're not tired. You're just tired of running on shame. See, shame is toxic fuel. It will be powerful to motivate you and push you, but guess what? The pain will only push until the vision pulls. So, before we get into that, please go into the show notes and give us a rating on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. It will help reach the man who needs it right now. Thank you so much. So you're really not tired, okay? But what you are tired of is running on the same cycles of shame that have really motivated you probably for a very long time. But you know how it goes. You know how this cycle goes so well because it's been your default behavioral mechanism for God knows how long. Maybe decades. Maybe your entire life. I don't know. But it's not sustaining because guess what? You eventually get tired of it. It gets harder every time you want to pull yourself out. It gets harder every single day and every single dollar. Longer, every little bit further you go along on this track. Because what the body or what the mind will tend to do is, even though it's uncomfortable, it is comfortable knowing that this is going to happen. So hear me out. You're comfortable being uncomfortable, but not in the way that's helpful, not in the way that's growth-oriented, in a way that is very fixed. Because if the cycle is predictable, then it's safe. But if you're really trying to change, you really want to change for good, you have to let go. You have to let go of the old to let in the new. Because shame, whilst it is a powerful motivator, it is a powerful fuel to get you out of somewhere quick, it won't sustain you for the next level or the next level. And if you want to break it, you have to understand how momentum works. Momentum works simply by trusting the process and calculating and stacking those wins. So if you're winning in that direction, that's how you generate momentum. Momentum works also in the opposite way. Things can collapse very quickly too. So if you feel like you're winning, and then all of a sudden, something stops you in your tracks, that's probably going to switch it in the opposite direction. That inertia is reverse momentum. It'll take all the progress that you made and collapse it, maybe even quicker than it took to build it. And this is, I think, something that gets put in people's way and people don't know how to overcome it. Because it does get harder every single time you try and rebuild and rebuild and rebuild to the point where you get so sick and tired of it. You give up. But I know you. It's not in you to give up, is it? See, I know that it gets harder every time it collapses and you have to rebuild. But I know deep from within you, you have what it takes to really rebound, get back up on your feet and build the thing you care about. Whether it's building new lifestyle habits, whether it's creating that business that finally works this time, whether it's more specifically getting into more sales, having more conversations around selling your product, selling your service. I know you have the ability to do that. and that rejection won't mean as much this time. Because every time you practice, every time you train, you are getting a little bit better. But every time it collapses, every time you feel that shame cycle come up again because the unworthiness or the doubt or whatever creeps in, it does get harder to start again. So keep going. Keep believing. Let it happen. Let the collapse happen. But at the same time, be aware of it. Don't make it mean something. Don't make it mean that you're the same old story, the shame pattern, the unworthiness pattern, the whatever stories pop in. Don't make it mean the same thing. Change the script, because that's the only way you can remove that layer of inertia. Make it mean something different. Maybe it's a little bit harder to start initially, but the quicker you can rebound back onto your feet and just keep getting forward, keep moving forward, that's when that little bit of momentum generates more momentum and it just snowballs. And you have it in you to do what you want to do. Just keep taking action. Keep moving forward. You've got this. So if you found this episode helpful, please go in the show notes and give us a rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Because once again, it helps get in front of the man who needs it today. That brings us to the end of the episode. So if you want to stop being a passenger in your own life and start being the architect of your legacy, go into the show notes, scroll down a little bit further, and you'll see 7-day reset. This is a 7-day nervous system reset that allows you to close that gap between getting back on your feet and feeling sorry for yourself. Close that gap. The quicker you close that gap, the quicker you're back into action and, chasing your dreams. Remember that most people wait for their life to change. We are the ones who architect our choices. Change your state, choose how you show up. I am Shaun Tucker. I will see you in the next one.